The fact that y'all are like, yo, I want you to go out there. Look, son, I'm Superman, and I never learned how to fly. But Superman has those abilities.
Yeah.
My son is going to learn how to fly, and he gonna come back and teach me how to fly. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna that's a super dope metaphor. You know what I mean?
Now I love that, bro, because I was this emotional, even like this expressive, this emotional. I was none of that until my son, right? And he a real lovey-dovey, kissy-huggy type of dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I remember waking up and him trying to hug me, and I'm like, "Hey, bro, chill. Like, give me a second, right?" And even now, still, I'm learning how to deal with it, but realizing that okay, just because I didn't get that doesn't mean that he don't deserve that. So if that's what he needs to feel loved, I can't say. Everybody says they're willing to die for something or somebody, right? My son ain't asking me to die. My son is asking me to live. Right? Just live and love me, bro. Love me how I want to be loved. Love me how I receive love. Even if that makes you uncomfortable. Because what's love without sacrifice?
Facts.
If you're not sacrificing something for your children, I can say you love them, bro. Because do you know how many hours I have worked, times I done hopped in the car and cried on the way to work? Like, I don't want to do this. Called my boys complaining, knowing dang well no matter what they say, I still got to go to work because the kids got to eat. They ain't missed no birthdays. They finna have whatever the next kid have just because I love them, not because they asked, not because they even knew that was a thing. But I know, man, one of my biggest flexes will be when my kid turns 16. I want to fly him to Italy just to eat some spaghetti. It's been the biggest dream of my heart. Like, we fly there Friday night, we eat spaghetti. We come back home Friday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just so on Monday he can say I went and ate spaghetti with my dad. Right? And I've been saving for this since I was knee high. You know what I'm saying? Like, I put money behind. This is what I'm thinking about because it's my job to show him the world. And if I can show him we're flying to Italy just to eat, right? Now he puts together in his mind, I have to work this hard. I have to do this, boom, 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 if I want to experience the whole world. But daddy already gave him his first leg up and said, hey, bro, we can do this as much as you want to do this.
You know what it is, bro? I think that's deep because, you know what I'm saying, it's the whole nothing's impossible factor.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And so as a child, once we get to a certain age, that that mindset gets taken away from us. Yeah. Especially if we're living in the hood, family struggling, and you like, nigga, we can't even get no shoes. How we gonna go out the country? You know what I mean? It's not, you know, making sense. So to be able to say, you know what, son, even if we not, you see, we, you know, we millionaires, we rich in spirit, we got things bubbling, but you see, that's not the current situation. And guess what? We still making it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what? Another thing I wanted to talk about too is how maximizing what you have too at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like going on the bus, that was junior, boy. That was junior stuff right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? We go on the bus, we looking at look at these plants, look at these. When we walk. Remember we used to go to the trails. You know what I'm saying? We walk through the woods. You know what I'm saying? Because I got $4 to make it to the park. You feel me? And we got to maximize. Look, I didn't have no guns, like them little play guns. Shoot, we had 2 sticks. And I swear, hey, I'm talking about we was having war. It was Call of Duty, and I mean we throwing fake grenades and everything, bro. Yeah. You feel me? And you know, Junior, bro, he rolling around, bro. He dodging and everything. Bro, say, man, that boy right there, boy, have you working out? Have you working out, man? And guess what? That was then. That's like when he was 5. Now he just turned 10. I took him to the VR, the virtual reality. We in the building. We got the gun. We got the goggles on. You know what I'm saying? Just me and my little G, me and my young king. You feel me? And taking them down. You know, so yeah, to be able to maximize those situations and appreciate when you are able to go somewhere farther at the same time. That way, it don't matter what's going on in your life, you'll still be stable inside your body, like inside your spirit. You feel me? So,
I ain't gonna lie to y'all, family. Come on now, man. To the fathers out there, you can't make no excuses. Bro had $4. a stick and a rock. What we talking right now?
Say,
You know,
No, fact.
Bro, and the killer part about it is what you just said. Go over a lot of fathers' head. Like I'd have told you was full of crap if it wasn't for last year, bro. I was struggling, but I told my son I would buy one of them little, I don't know what it was, one of them little sports cars that you put on the road, spiders. So I told my son I'm gonna pick you up in one of them. So boy, I did everything, figured it out, got one, rented one out. I was lit. Right, I pull up to get him. I'm like, hey, what do you want to go do? We finna hit the city, bro. He wanted to go to the park. Look, girlfriend was at the park. He want to go play at the park. Bro, I spent $300 to rent out this vehicle for the day. You know what I'm saying? To pick him up so he look cool.
Yeah.
And I realized he never asked for that.
wow.
That's what I wanted to give him. He never asked for that. He never wanted it. He wanted to play at the park. So it was more powerful that I was playing at the park with him, and I spent some money to make it look cool because he wasn't tripping about that.
Wow.
They want their father. They don't care what it comes with. And a lot of people stop being a father because they can't give anything but their self. But to understand that that's the best thing you can give them. Because if you can give them the last part of you, it'll be the best part of them.
Hey, man, I'm going to say this too. That presence. I think the presence is the biggest thing, man. And I remember as a kid, I was, I wasn't even a kid. I was like 17, bro. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't noticed how much my father had been there throughout my life. But this day, that's when I just had a flashback. And I was like, dang, he ain't even been to a game. He ain't been to none of my graduations, all these school graduations and all different things like that. So, but I'm just saying, with that experience, like my son just graduated this year, right? He came down to Fort Worth. I didn't have a car at the time. And I had to go to work. So, you know, I went to worked about like 7 hours. You know, my mama came pick me up, and I showed up right after the thing was over. But guess what? When he turned around and he saw me, he was like, "Daddy!" Like, He live. He know that even though I couldn't be there throughout the whole ceremony. And it's been times that I've been there through the ceremonies. You know what I'm saying? So it's about
they be looking for you in the crowd. That's my favorite. They be they said
yeah. You know, you be low key. There you go. Yeah, bro. So yeah, that presence brings a lot. For fatherhood, or is like one of the most important things, just so I can see you. I mean, because even if you're doing wrong, at least now I'm learning what not to do.
Facts.
I'm about to tell on y'all heartstrings a little bit.
Oh, no.
Okay.
So when is a time that you actually saw this play out in real time, where your child actually expressed to you how important your presence was in that moment?
Hey, I got one that just happened actually. Like, I saw my son, he kept going in the bathroom. And to mind you, he wasn't living in my household at this point. You know, I lived with him up to 7 years old. So this is him 10, you know what I'm saying? So he was just kept going to the bathroom. So I go in the bathroom. And I say, son, what's going on? What's wrong with you? And he tried to play it off, you know, like it's cool. And I was like, no, Junior, what's wrong with you? And he was like, I just miss you, Dad. I just miss you, and I don't know when I'm going to be able to see you again. You know, it's been chopping up. When you're used to seeing somebody every single day, you know what I'm saying? Then they just disappear, you know. So I forgot, what was the question again, though?
You answering the question?
Oh, okay. Yeah. But I'm talking about, that hit my, So
yeah, the question was about just that moment that your presence was, that your child respected, and that was man, you know what I'm saying? That's very powerful.
Yeah. So I held him, and we cried. We cried together. You know what I'm saying? And I told him how I'm gonna do better and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. my presence was definitely needed right there.
I think mine was more. I mean, I'm trying to get out my feelings from your story because I've been a father to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So I've had a lot of heartbreak. I've had a lot of people inside of my home that just couldn't stay. They were just in a bad situation and so on and so forth. But I think the biggest one for me is the one I still do today. My daughter was born. She was maybe 6 months, right? And my son's 3 years old at the time. And I'm looking at the top of the stairs, and there's my daughter and my son. And I look at my son, and I know my son. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know when he's finna do something stupid. And I had to scream, stop, because he was finna push his sister down the stairs. Like, he was gearing up to push her down the stairs. And I was like, bro, what's... Boom. So I went and grabbed him, grabbed sister, put her up, went and sat him down. And I was like, bro, what's going on? Like, what's up? This is when he's 3. And he said, you're giving her all my time. I don't have enough time with you. And I was like, dang, well, what do you want to do? He was like, I just want to be. He was 3 years old. He said, I just want to be. So because of that, every Friday night from that time to now, every Friday night, anybody tell you call me on Friday night, we having family movie nights, period. We're going to get everybody down. We're going to chill. And my daughter just started doing family movie nights like a year ago. But usually we put her to bed. We all watch a movie. But now, everybody up, we popcorn, we candied out, and we watch the movie. Sometimes we watch a few, sometimes we watch one. But they know Friday nights, that's our time. You want to cuddle? Yeah, daddy going to cuddle with you. You want to make a pallet? We're going to make a pallet, whatever the case is. And am I always in the mood? No. Is Fridays always the greatest days for me to do stuff? No. However, that's what we're doing. If Joe Smoke coming over, guess what? I had a partner come over a couple weeks ago. Hey, he came over 9 o'clock. Hey, bro, you know what time it is? Family movie night. So I'm going to need you to shut up and sit in that corner. And we finna watch Ant-Man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they want to watch, right? And that's what we do. And I think for them, it's like, okay, this is my time with my dad. Because half the time, I don't even be watching a movie. We just be chopping it up. Daughter fall asleep in my arms. But it's those moments where it's like, yo, we need you here. We want you here. It's something about you just being able to breathe. I don't know what it's like to fall asleep on my daddy's chest, right? And I'm 31 years old talking about I don't know what it's like to fall asleep on my daddy's chest, right? I don't know what that intimacy, that connection would have done for me as a man growing up. You feel me? But my son has never missed that. Because I don't care if that motherfucker is 31 years old, he always got a chest that he can lay on. Because I'm going to be his daddy, period.